Hello, I'm professional attorney and very much amateur musician Scott Lesowitz, and today I will be reacting to Phil from Wings of Pegasus's video. I have never ever seen anything like this, and that in turn is a reaction video to Danny Sapko's I Caught This Famous Instagram Musician Stealing Songs. So what they discuss in their videos is this phenomenon apparently where uh, guitarists are posting videos of themselves playing guitar solos on Instagram Reels, and the solos they're playing are solos that they ripped off from someone else who had posted it on YouTube or Instagram or wherever. So here is a clip from Phil's video.
So, there we go. There's a little section in that wasn't as similar, but then it locks in to it. It's this. Hang on, it's the same key, and it's the same tempo.
All right, so a few quick points I'm going to make here. This should be a quick one. One is that even if the guitar solo played in the allegedly rip-off video is not exactly the same as the original guitar solo, it can still be copyright infringement. Exact copying is not the standard for whether there's copyright infringement. It's whether there is substantial similarity. So just if you basically play the exact same guitar solo as somebody else, but just change a little few things here and there, it's most likely still going to be copyright infringement. One thing Phil said in his video is that he wasn't sure if there's on Instagram if there's an equivalent to the content ID system on YouTube, where essentially you could just have your song loaded into the system, and then if a ripoff is posted onto Instagram, it'll automatically be flagged. And it turns out that I looked it up. You might be surprised, considering how obviously young I am, based off how young I look, that I also am just not so familiar with Instagram and how it works. But apparently, they do have an equivalent to the Content ID system called, very creatively, the Rights Manager. But if it turns out that for some reason the rights manager doesn't work out, let's say it doesn't catch a rip-off video, then what you could do, and although this would require having to actually know about the rip-off video, is send a takedown notice to Instagram or whichever platform it is, and then they will remove it. They will promptly remove it. They have they have every incentive they need to under the law to keep their immunity from being sued for copyright infringement. And to do a DMCA takedown request, then for that, you don't need to have a copyright registration. But let's say, you're really mad and you want to sue, you want to go full throttle on this. Then in order to file a copyright infringement lawsuit, you do need to obtain a copyright registration. You do need to register it with the US Copyright Office. Now, to be able to sue at all, to just be able to file a lawsuit, you can actually get the registration after the infringement occurs. However, it's a really good idea to get the registration as soon as possible, because if you get the registration either within 3 months of when you published the song originally, or before the infringing video is posted, then and only then are you entitled to, one, the possibility of getting awarded your reasonable attorney's fees. And that those are not automatic, but if somebody blatantly rips off your song and has no good defense but fights you in court anyway, you have a pretty damn good shot of getting your attorney's fees. And then the other thing is that registration within 3 months or before the infringement happens is required to get what's called statutory damages. And statutory damages are important because really it's going to be hard to show any like serious actual damages from somebody posting a video on Instagram Reels or wherever. They're not going to get so much money from it. But with statutory damages, depending on whether a court finds the infringement willful or not, the court would award you up to $150,000. All right, with that, thank you very much for watching, and take care. And